Hi beautiful soul, this is Hanneke from Twin Soul Alchemy. Welcome to this channel on Blossoming on the Twin Flame Journey. In this video I will be discussing the full moon in Gemini on November 27th, and I'm recording it at its peak around 10 a.m. Central European Time, which is 4 a.m. EST. If you're only coming across this video a couple of days later, don't worry, because its influence is a couple of days before, but especially a couple of days afterwards. And I will be also going into some themes that will be recurring in the next couple of months. Usually I'd like to bring out these videos some days before the peak of the full moon, but this month that proved to be pretty challenging. And that's because of this tension between Gemini and Sagittarius. It's an opposition between communication and wisdom, and Gemini's influence emphasizes information gathering and communication, and Sagittarius adds this broader philosophical perspective. So it's a polarity that involves balancing detailed knowledge with broader wisdom. And that's what I usually like to do with these videos, is to translate the intuitive messages that I'm picking up, talk to you about my own personal experiences and experiences from people within my closer inner circle and clients, and link them with the broader perspective of our twin flame connection and of what is happening on a more universal level. And so this month, this proved to be a little more challenging because this Gemini energy is so dynamic and it feels very scattered. And when I was doing research, it seemed like everybody's talking about something different. And also in my personal experiences and conversations I had with other people, there were so many different things going on. So I will try my best to structure this. But what I can say is the main theme, or the most important experience or insight that I had the last week, was becoming aware of where my energy is. Gemini is symbolized by the twins, and it represents dual nature. And you can see it as versatility or adaptability, but it can also suggest indecisiveness and seeing things from too many perspectives. It's ruled by Mercury, which is a planet of communication. And so Gemini is known for its intellectual curiosity, its love for exchanging ideas. And you could feel the urge to engage in conversations, to communicate, to learn, to explore, to go outside and interact with others, and also to adjust to new situations. Gemini is also known for its quick thinking. And so the challenge here is to not lose yourself to the external world. You can ask yourself, where is my mind taking me? And is that really the best for me right now? Especially during this full moon, emotions can get heightened. And if our energies are scattered, we can easily get influenced in a negative way very quickly. This full moon in Gemini forms a T-square with Mars in Sagittarius and Saturn in Pisces. And this creates an extra layer or an extra challenge. The opposition between the moon and Mars can result in confrontations and disagreements, and they can emphasize emotional conflicts and differences in opinion. And the square with Saturn, especially in the boundary dissolving sign of Pisces, suggests challenges with emotional control and the necessity for clearer personal boundaries. Mercury in Sagittarius in conjunction with Neptune in retrograde Pisces adds another layer of complexity that indicates a potential confusion and indecision. And these aspects that I just mentioned, they suggest that these themes will reemerge later this year and the beginning of next year. And that asks of us an even deeper understanding and compassion for what is happening. So whatever is coming up right now, it will be revisited. So it's worth the while to really go within and reflect on it or journal on it. These aspects had a pretty deep impact on me, and it will have an impact on this YouTube channel as well. And I will go into that by the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. But first, let's go a little bit deeper into this scattering of energy. This full moon in Gemini in Sagittarius season is an invitation to assess where your energy is at. Is your energy scattered? Do you often feel drained after being in contact with people? Or when you're going outside, going to the store, or even in traffic? Do you feel that you can pick up lower vibrations, and do you feel like they're affecting you in a negative way? If you feel like you're very sensitive to the vibrations of other people, then practice in taking back your energy, taking it all back and building this huge ball of energy within you to center yourself. If your energy is scattered outside of yourself, you will feel drained and it will lower your own vibration. On the other hand, when your energy is focused and centered within your energy field, you will magnetically attract the positive experiences that you wish to attract. It's taking your power back in an energetic way. And with this full moon, there is the invitation to really become aware of the role that your mind is playing in this. How is your thinking affecting your energy? Is your mind wandering towards things or people, or is your mind a helpful servant? Is your mind assisting you in focusing on what you want to create? Because that's what Sagittarius is about. Sagittarius is about optimism and positivity and a love for adventure and freedom. And it's ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and higher learning. And Sagittarius can be very enthusiastic. And there's a challenge not to become impatient and impulsive. But if you're able to focus your energy, you can use it to really intentionally look forward, to use your energy for your long-term goals. And this also applies to your connections. The challenge in your connection might be, for the moment, that thinking that communication will solve things. If we could just talk, if we could just discuss things, if we could just break this silence, if I could just convince my person. But that won't work, because it's the energetic aspect that is important in this soul connection. The challenge or the invitation in our connections for the moment is to allow each person to have their own perspective, their own opinion, and to talk about this without judgment, without trying to change anything. The invitation is to just allow it, to stay within your own energy and to enjoy each other's company, to be playful and adventurous, and to stay true to yourself and to your own visions about the future, and to just be in the moment. And this can feel like a huge shift coming out of this intense Scorpio season, where it felt like we had to release so many old patterns and stories and old ways of thinking and transform all of these emotions. And suddenly we're coming out of this dark tunnel, and there's this energy of, what am I now supposed to do with all of this? And the answer is, if it's not clear, then don't do anything. Just be in the moment and accept that not everything is aligned. Accept that there are differences. Don't try to solve them. Allow them to be there and be in the moment. Now is the time to just accept that polarities exist. They're all opportunities, they're all possible perspectives, and nothing has to be decided. Your heart is your compass, and the only thing that you have to do is follow it, listen to it. When your heart says, yes, that's where I have to be, then find the courage to do that. And if your mind is telling you no, no, that's not possible because of this scenario and this scenario, and this has happened in the past and this will happen in the future, just let it be and say, thank you, my lovely mind, but I am following my heart and my heart is telling me this. And that means that you're stepping into trust. And it might mean that there is no confirmation in the external world, but that's what it means to stay true to yourself, to commit to yourself. And the way that I would advise you to do that is to write down or record your dreams. Talk to yourself, write to yourself, communicate to yourself about where it is that you want to go, and talk to yourself as if it's already there. That is a great way to focus your energy on yourself. And you can reread it or listen to it whenever your mind and the doubt of your mind is taking over again. It's a great reminder of who you are and where you'd like to go. And it's okay that you're not there yet, because you're on your way there. And that's what life is about. It's about this journey. It's a really good way to accept the now, to accept the situation, to accept yourself, and to accept the other person in your connection. And you don't have to try to convince anyone about where you want to go. Use all of your energy for yourself and focus on what you want and what you would like to happen. And most importantly, accept that a difference in perspective doesn't mean that you're separate. That's what we do as humans. We think that, oh, this person is thinking something completely different, and so we're not the same, we are separate. And then we start to feel insecure because we stand alone, and we think that we have to convince other people that we're right so that we don't feel alone anymore. But we don't have to do that, because we are all part of this one great organism, and we are part of these deep soul connections. And if our minds aren't aligned, that doesn't matter. We don't have any impact on what other people are thinking. We only have impact on what we do with our energy. So now is the time to really consider, what do I want to do with my energy? What's the best use of my energy? And this might also be the time to really consider the energy of your connection. How are you relating to this connection? Are you giving away all of your energy? Is the connection sucking your energy? And are you allowing this to happen? What are the subtle ways that you are getting unbalanced? The subtle ways that you are losing your energy? These twin flame or deep soul connections are so subtle. It's not only through communication and through physical contact that this dynamic exists. And if the connection is feeling bad, then there's probably an energetic component as well that needs to be dealt with. And you can decide to take your energy back, not out of spite, not to push the other person away, not out of anger. Focusing your energy on yourself is just the best way to deal with this connection, to feed yourself. Focus everything on you and magnetically attract the experiences that you wish or that you intend to happen. If you feel that this connection is pulling you, you're probably right. There's probably a subconscious way or unconscious way that this other person is pulling your energy away from you. And you're probably allowing this to happen. So you can decide to stop that. And that is from a place of love. Do it out of love and not out of pain. It's not only in our soul connections that this is happening, of course. And I've told you earlier in this video that I've decided some things about this YouTube channel. The last couple of days, I've noticed some people getting triggered by some of my previous videos. And they left some pretty nasty comments. And I totally get that we're not all on the same page. And we all have different perspectives and different experiences and different opinions. And I'd like to emphasize that whenever you're listening to me, if it doesn't resonate, I completely get it. Just take what resonates for you and leave the rest. I even get it if you leave the video. I mean, not everything is for everyone. But what I don't like is I'm here to share my piece of the puzzle, sharing my experiences, my knowledge, my intuitive insights to help others. That's why I'm here. And it actually hurts when people are personally attacking me, judging me for what I'm sharing. It takes great courage and it's very vulnerable to do this. And this current energy is urging me to set some boundaries. And so I've decided to put up some guidelines for when you're sharing or when you're giving comments. I really, really love it when you all share because we are a community and we all inspire each other. But if it's negative energy, I will be removing it. So please only share personal insights, personal experiences, and love and wisdom. And if you're looking for a safer, more private space, you can always join our Twin Soul Alchemy tribe, which is a private Facebook group. The link is in the description if you'd like to join. Besides putting up some guidelines for comments, I've also decided that I will be moving some of my content to Patreon. So if you like my videos and my content, please come join me there. Become a member, become a supporter of this content. There will be opportunities to ask questions, to interact some more. There are already a bunch of videos that I haven't published on YouTube, on Patreon, so come and check it out. I would really love to meet you there. I'm going a lot deeper there in the twin flame connection, in the dynamic, what it feels like, and ways to handle this. It's really about stepping deeper in your own spiritual journey and really diving into your own themes and patterns. Really about practicing what you've already become aware of, and now is the time to really do it. So that's where I will leave you here on YouTube, and I hope to see you there. And I'd love to read your respectful comments. Please share. Where are you going? What are your dreams? What are you writing down or recording? I'd love to hear. I'm sending you a lot of love. Enjoy this full moon in Gemini. Take care. Bye.